Okay, so last week we talked about EPOC, which was excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. So again, we discussed about having some higher intensity workouts and how those high intensity workouts or those heavier lifting days actually has longer lasting results throughout our day and can last from anywhere up from 24 to about 48 hours, depending on the intensity and the duration of that high intensity exercise. I also promised that we would be talking about HIIT workouts this week, and I got the three different examples of what we're going to be doing and what you're going to be learning about right behind me. And they're called Imam, Amrap, and Tabata. So I'm going to get my face out of the way and show you some stuff. All right. So we're talking about different ways to work out. We a lot of times need a way to break up a normal lifting routine. So when we're talking about it, a HIIT workout is a great thing to start to incorporate into your weekly exercise routines. It can be something that you do consistently, but it typically is going to be a little bit tougher on your muscles. So you want to make sure you're giving yourself enough recovery in between workouts, or if you go a couple days in a row, to make sure that you recover that next day. HIIT stands for high intensity interval training. And what interval means is that you go hard, then you recover, you go hard and recover. So again, like I said, we are going over Imam, Amrap, and Tabata workouts. And really, this is a huge benefit for you guys to know because these are not challenging workouts for you to create on your own. And it's great for you to be able to switch up your own workout routines or match this up with a different other workout that you are doing consistently. So you can mix in these three different techniques and you can do them in about 20 minutes or less. It says 15 here. We're going to be doing ours for 18 for each of the ones that I assign. So a lot of people are wondering what's the point of doing this type of exercise, because a lot of people just like to lift heavy, and that's all they do is they lift heavy. Or a lot of you are runners, where you like to just go run. Some people just like to do lower key exercises or workouts like yoga. Basically, you just like to do your thing, or some of you just don't want to do anything. So any way you look at your workout routine, for you to understand that incorporating a HIIT workout is very easy and something that is great for you to do, because what ends up happening is your body just gets used to what you're doing and it stops responding well to it. So again, HIIT workouts, there are a lot of benefits here. So they burn lots of calories during, and again, like we talked about last week, it has a longer epoch effect afterwards. It does involve a lot of muscle mass because you're moving at such a high intensity. Your muscles are going to get more fatigued during this. It actually trains your bodies to adapt to different movements, and you typically are going to learn how to quickly recover from those other high intensity exercises like sports. It also creates a stress on your muscle tissue. So the body's going to actually elevate that HGH, or that natural human growth hormone, and testosterone to try to repair them, which increases muscle size. And then finally, it can be easily measured through RPE, or the talk test. And again, if those of you who are able to work out with a heart rate monitor or an Apple Watch or a Fitbit or anything, you know that you'd be able to measure it by staying in the orange and red zone. But you should easily be able to measure this by staying in the 7, 8, 9, or 10 on the RPE scale for about 30 to 60 seconds at a time. And then you will be able to say that you are recovered when you're able to say one sentence in between those intense training times. So we are going to go talk about HIIT. So it's going to review a little bit, and then we're going to get into the different type of HIIT workouts. So HIIT, again, stands for high intensity interval training, when what it is bursts of high intensity exercise with lesser intense periods of recovery. So again, if you're working with a heart rate monitor, you should be in the orange to red zone. If you are working with RPE, you should be 7, 8, 9, or 10. Or if you're using the talk test, you should just be able to say one to a few words at a time. And again, that duration should be from anywhere from 30 seconds up to a full minute. So the first one is an Imam. And what Imam stands for is every minute on the minute. So when we're talking about an Imam workout, you're going to pick a list of exercises, and you are going to have a set number of reps for each exercise. Okay. Now, typically we want you to pick a number of repetitions that you can get done in about 20 to 30 seconds when you are fresh and going full intensity. You're going to set a timer for 18 minutes. And then for that length of time, you're going to complete the number of reps of that exercise. Okay. And then what you're going to do if you get done, say you are going to do 10 burpees and you finish those 10 burpees in about 30 seconds, you're going to let yourself recover for the rest of that minute. And then you're going to do the next exercise starting at 1 minute. And then again, using that rest time is basically any time you get done with an exercise until the top of the next minute. You can pair up 2 different exercises or create a list of 5 exercises. It's totally up to you because there's a bunch of room for variety on an Imam workout. So the list, if you look down here, it says create a list of 6 exercises and complete it 3 times. So you're going through this list of exercises 3 different times. So our first minute, what we're doing is finishing 10 push-ups. So early on, and if you're good at push-ups, you might finish 10 push-ups. Some of you might have to add 15. Some of you might have to do 20, depending on how good you are at push-ups. I am not very good at push-ups, so I would choose 10 because that's going to push me and challenge me. So I'd finish my 10 push-ups, and let's say finish it in 20 seconds. Then I'm going to let myself recover until the next minute hits. And then I'm going to do 10 squat jumps. So 10 squat jumps might take me 15 seconds and I'm going to recover for the rest of the time. So again, these quantities, you should be finishing in about 20 to 30 seconds again. So we want you to make sure that you're picking a high enough repetition. So you should not be copying this workout. Okay. You should not be copying 10, 10, 15. From minute 3 to 4, I'm doing 16 reverse lunges. Now that one might take me a little bit longer, especially if you choose to use some weight. Then from minute 4 to 5, I'm doing 10 weighted squat jacks. And then finally, minute 5 and 6, I'm doing 8 burpees with a push-up and a jump. Okay, so you can choose to use these different exercises, but again, you got to make the reps your own. You have to make sure that you are taking 20 to 30 seconds in order to finish each of those. So when I'm looking at that, I'm going to repeat this 3 different times, and then my workout is complete. The second type of HIIT workout that we're going to talk about is Amrap. Amrap is right here. It stands for as many reps as possible or as many rounds as possible. Okay, there's 2 different types of workouts to do with an Amrap. So this is a pretty simple concept. It's you and the clock, and that is it. So when you're doing this, you got to think of which of the 2 options that you want to do. You can do as many reps as possible in a given time, or you can choose to do as many rounds as possible in a given time. So the first example here is you set a 7-minute timer, and you're going to finish as many rounds as you can in the time given to give yourself 2 minutes of rest, and then repeat it. So right here, I'm doing 10 full weighted sit-ups, 10 push-ups on your knees or toes, depending on your level, 10 squats, 10 shoulder press, 10 burpees. And I'm repeating that again, 10 sit-ups, 10 push-ups, 10 squats, 10 shoulder press, 10 burpees. And again, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, until this 7-minute timer is done. And you're going to count how many rounds you were actually able to complete. Now again, once that 7-minute timer is up, you're going to let yourself rest. And then you're going to set a 7-minute timer again and repeat. And you're going to go through this again as many times as you possibly can. The other option is for as many reps as possible. So I'm going to set an 18-minute timer and finish as many reps as I can in the time given. So this one says 2 times through the 3 exercises, or you can do a list of 6 exercises and go once through. So for 2 minutes, for this 2 minutes, I'm going to finish as many reps as I can of squats. Once I do that for 2 minutes, I'm going to recover for 1 minute. The next one, I'm going to do shoulder press. So I'm going to go for 2 minutes, do as many reps of shoulder press that I possibly can, and then I'm going to recover for 1 minute. And then finally, I'm going to be picking my last exercise, which is alternating lunges, and I'm going to do those straight for 2 minutes, count how many repetitions I do, and recover for 1. So since I chose 3 exercises for this one, I'm going to go through this 2 times, making sure I recover for 1 full minute in between each one. Okay. So if you want to do a total body workout, you can pick ones that are upper and lower body. If you want to just focus on blasting your lower body, you can do that. If you just want to do core, you can do that. And again, you can make this really the workout that you want it to be. The final type of workout that we're going to talk about is Tabata. This doesn't stand for anything. It's just the word Tabata. So when we're talking about Tabata, we are working for 20 seconds and we are resting for 10. Okay. So what you're going to do for this one is you're going to set a timer for 4 minutes and you're going to complete a list of 4 or 8 exercises. Okay. It's totally up to you. So what you're going to do is you're going to work for 20 seconds and then rest for 10. And you're going to just move down the list. I'm going to repeat that 4 minutes 4 times with 1 minute of rest in between each set of 4 minutes. So the example I have here is I'm going to do 20 seconds of shoulder tap. So that's in a high plank position where I just tap my shoulders. Many of you have done this before. And I'm going to give myself 10 seconds rest. During that 10 seconds, I'm getting my weight ready for my bicep curls. 20 seconds of curls, 10 seconds rest. Then I go into 20 seconds of sit-ups, 10 seconds rest. 20 seconds of squats, 10 seconds rest. 20 seconds of one leg V-ups, then 10 seconds of rest. And then we're going to go to push-ups, bicycle crunch, and alternating lunges. And each of those you're going to do for 20 minutes, hard intensity, and then give yourself that 10 minutes rest. Once I'm done with this, it will take me 4 minutes. I'm going to give myself 1 minute break, and I'm going to repeat it again 4 times. So what's going to happen, what you're going to need to do, and for those of you who are at home, you're doing this for your blue workout. So your academic workout or your academic day needs to be first, and then this, what you're going to create today is going to be your blue workout. So you're going to choose one of the 3 workouts. You can choose to create an Imam, you can choose to create an Amrap, or you can choose to create a Tabata workout. And what you're going to do is go back to our folder in Schoology and upload the appropriate worksheet, and then you're going to fill that worksheet out, okay? You are going to have to turn in the worksheet, but also today you're going to have to do the notes check. So as the steps it says down here, it says first, choose your style of workout and download the appropriate PDF to Notability. Second, think about what you want to focus on. Do you want to focus more on core, more on legs, arms, or a total body workout? Third, you're going to fill out the PDF workout with your exercises, okay, whatever you want it to be. But use your own ideas, and if you aren't very creative in regards to making a workout, you can use the Google, or you can use a previous workout that we've done in the past. And then finally, what you're going to do is turn in that worksheet to Schoology. And then you're going to use that worksheet for your blue workout. Okay. Those of us who are face-to-face, you are going to be creating this and actually doing the workout on the same day. So the exit ticket that you're going to be actually doing after you're creating your workout is you're going to do the 5-question notes check assessment. That's in Schoology, and that's going to be your points for the academic piece of today. Your workout worksheet is going to be part of your participation on your blue workout. All right. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you later.